Hi everyone, my name is Jessica and welcome to my first ever video on my YouTube channel. Today I'll be showing you guys how I do my everyday makeup routine. First thing first, I'll go in with some lip oil. This just preps my lips for my lipstick. Next up, I'm going in with my favorite primer. I love this one from e.l.f. It's their poreless putty primer and this is my third bottle, I think. About this much, and I focus this on my T-zone and where I usually get cakey. I do it around on the corners of my mouth because I do get cakey here really easily. And then some in the middle of my forehead. I'm someone who usually prefers full coverage even for the everyday look, so I'm going with this foundation from Physicians Formula, and I love this one because it's honestly what the title says. It's like buttery smooth and I love the coverage. For me, I like a full coverage product. Let me show you guys how much coverage this has. I also go in with the powder puff. Like, look at that coverage compared to this side. I feel like it's not as obvious on camera, but in person, I would say this is definitely medium to high coverage. And you could also build this up to have more coverage. I feel like even though this does say that it's like for all skin types, I think it has a more matte finish. This is probably my favorite drugstore foundation. I think this, I don't know if this is really true, but based on my experience, to me this feels like a dupe for that Dior matte foundation. Like, it looks the same on, and they both blend so easily into the skin. Like, my skin looks almost airbrushed. And I have pretty dark eye circles, and I think this covers it pretty well too. And then I just take the rest of the foundation on my powder puff and I put it on my eyelids. Because honestly, everywhere needs coverage. I go in with my concealer. I'm using this one from Maybelline, their Age Rewind concealer. And this is also my third bottle, I think. I just love how natural this looks on the skin. And so I only put it under my under eye usually, but also occasionally I'll also do it like on my chin area and in the middle of my forehead. For concealer, I like to just let it sit on my face for as long as possible. In order for me to get the full coverage. And while that waits, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. First, I comb it up with a spoolie so I can get the shape of my eyebrows right before I fill them in. Like that. Then I go in with my, I don't know how you call this, like a brow sponge. Then I just lightly only fill in the ends. Because I do already have really dark brows for my hair color. So sometimes it looks like I'm filling my brows too much, but I swear I'm only doing the bottom half. I used to be such a fan of clear brow gels, but now I love the tinted ones. I especially like this one from Romance. Like, on a lazy day, I could only use just this in my brows, and it'll work. So I just comb it up slightly for an everyday look. Like that. Now I'll go in with my contour stick. I'm using this one from Morphe. It's discontinued already, and I'm so sad about that. This is all I have left. I don't know why they would discontinue this, but this is my favorite. I'll only contour this side of my face because I have like a bit of an uneven face. So this side feels slightly larger than this side, so I always only contour this side. And then I go in with a little bit on my nose. I used to do straight down, but lately I feel like less is more. Although I can't really say that with a full face of makeup on, but I do there, and then I contour the end of my nose hair. I usually blend this out with a bigger brush, but since I don't have that with me, I'm gonna blend this out with my nose contour brush. That is unnatural. Let me blend this out a bit more. Okay, let me use my sponge. And now for my nose contour. I like to just blend this into my brows so it creates a more cohesive look. And I'm sorry if I'm like only looking at this side because my viewfinder is here. Then I blend this one up too. That's it. Now the nose kind of looks snatched. I'll go back in with my puff and just lightly blend my concealer out and down the center area of my face. I feel like I have a pretty simple and easy to follow makeup routine, and this is a look that has been working for me. Next up, I'm going in with a red blush from Morphe 2. And this has been my go-to blush since college. It's like super red, but it doesn't look intimidating on. I think it gives your face a really natural color. And since I have a long face, I like to just only put blush on the middle part of my face and then I bring it up. I love that this has the perfect amount of pigment to it, and you can also build it up. So I do it across my cheeks and then blend it up the cheekbone. And then I also like to put some on the tip of my nose. I feel like this kind of contours it more. And also a little bit on the chin to bring the whole blush together. Now time for my eyeshadow. I'm using this one from Too Cool for School, their art class contour palette. Mine is like completely broken, but still trying to use this up. So I guess my eyeshadow would just be a mixture of all the shades in here. And then I like to blend a little bit on my eyelid. I feel like this kind of just contours your eyes in a really natural way. I like to kind of just gently blend this all over the eyelid. And then I'll do the same thing to under my eyes. See that difference? I think it's super subtle, but it does make a big difference. My everyday makeup look does change all the time, but this is close to what I always do. I remember there was a time when I could not leave the house without eyeliner on. But now I barely do eyeliner, not even with full glam looks. Here's my eyeshadow all done. Next up, highlight. I haven't been wearing highlight for a while now, since 2020 actually, but I recently started getting back into it again, and I love these foamy type of highlighters. I'm gonna first take a little bit on my brush and put some on this corner of my eyes. It's not that obvious, but I do feel like it makes a difference. And then a little bit on the tip of my nose, a little bit on the bridge of my nose, and then I like to go in with my hand and just center it here. Can you see that? Just where the light hits the cheeks. And now for my mascara. I love this eyelash curler from Shiseido's. I think it works perfect for those with like really short Asian lashes like mine. You could barely see them. I just take this and I push it up. Then look at that. Look at how big of a difference that makes. I didn't used to be a mascara girly because I had no lashes, and there is no mascara that can make them actually pop until I discovered mascaras for Asian eyes. But those are really hard to take off. So I usually prefer to just go in with this one from Maybelline. I think this is a tubing mascara. Usually some water is all it takes to wash this off, so I prefer this for the everyday look. I don't need my eyelashes to be dramatic for every day. Like, they just need to be there if you look closely. That's all I need. So that's what this looks like. It's super natural. And then I go in with some of it on my lower lashes. I know not everyone likes to do mascara on their lower lashes, but I think to me it brings the whole look together. And then I like to curl my other lash because I have really stubborn lashes and they fall off super quickly. So I need to curl them and then immediately put mascara on them. I feel like my makeup routine is very foolproof. Like, you could do this as a makeup beginner with no experience needed. Okay, here's this eye all done. Usually I will put on some powder on my T-zones, but I feel like I'm not that greasy today. Should I put some on? A little bit on my sponge, wipe off the excess on my hands, and then only put it under my eyes. Like this. I think it kind of helps blur my skin. I put some here, and then some under my chin because I do get sweaty here too, and then some above my lips. I have combo to oily skin, so I really need to set my T-zone when I go out. And then I love putting it on the middle of my forehead and then blending it down to my nose. I feel like this is almost like reverse contouring a bit. It helps really snatch up the middle part of my face. Then I almost forgot this step. I like to use a little bit of the glitter underneath my eyes. So I just do it here, like that, just this little bit, like directly underneath my pupil. I feel like this helps just make your eyes pop more. Just like that. Yeah, it does. It makes all the difference, I think. And then the last step of my makeup is some lip tint. I love this one from Revlon. It's in the shade Spice. And this is my go-to lip mousse for my everyday look when I want a matte look. Because I feel like if your face is like super dewy, matte lips really makes a difference. And that is it. I'm done. Here's my everyday 20-minute makeup look. And if I'm in a hurry, I usually don't do mascara or the glitter. And this is pretty much it. I like how simple it is, and I think it really enhances my features. It's a pretty easy makeup look to do. Perfect for makeup beginners as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed my first ever video. Comment down below to let me know what makeup look I should do next.